Hello everyone, happy baby name Monday, welcome on over. My name's SJ, I'm a baby name consultant, and this time of year, autumn, is such an evocative time of year. There are just so many smells, feelings, colours that if you're having a baby in autumn, I do think it's really nice to have a think about what name could kind of evoke the same feelings. The name autumn even is super duper popular itself, but there are loads of other less obvious, shall we say, even though I really do love the name autumn, just some off the A to Z that are more unique and rare, and that's why I know you come to this channel, because you've already probably googled autumn names and I don't want to repeat the same ones. So all of these are a little bit unlisted, and I've gone with kind of that warm vibe. So the first name is the name Cyrus. So it's a really cool name, but it's quite low down the charts. It's only number 679, but it's so easy to spell, so easy to say, and that's one of our sort of top tips on picking a unique name, is to find something that's really, really easy to say and to spell. And it's got two gorgeous meanings, because it means sun or sunshine, which is really lovely. There's nothing nicer than that sort of lovely crisp sun when it's kind of chilly, but it also means one who bestows care, so somebody who looks after others. And I love that double meaning together. I just think that it really fits with the name, it really fits with this season, and I just wanted to give this kind of really warm, lovely, gentle names as well. I just think Cyrus really does. I know there is Miley Cyrus and that family with a bit of a surname, but I don't really strongly get that association. Do you? So what would you think of the name Cyrus? Second is a name I love so much. It's an Irish name, and it's the name Enya. It's just so cool. There's so many EVs, there's so many arias, and I think Enya really fits within that whole vibe, but it's got the most cute meaning because it means fire or little seed. And I love that combination. It's an Irish name if you have Irish roots, and I feel like if you're having a difficult pregnancy, you get a lot of people who are like, oh, my pregnancy has been really difficult and I want to bring some of that sort of fighting spirit. I feel like having that fire and that flame and that burning desire as well as this little seed really, really works. But I think it just brings to life a real like warmth by the hearth, in the heart of the home, which is the whole kind of coziness of this season. I think it is perfect. And it's only at number 792 in the chart, so a really rare gem. Another Irish one actually right next to it is the name Fintan. So I've got a little boy called Finn. He's a September baby. September is my busy season. There's the most babies that are born in September because it's the 9th month of the calendar year. It's all those Christmas drinks. But Fintan I love, and I find it hard to find a long form of Finn that I really, really liked. He is just Finn, ours. But I can really get behind Fintan. It means white flame or fair flame. So it's got that really nice cozy vibe to it. But I feel like it's really strong and trendy. It's got the surname as first name kind of thing going for it in its sound as well, but I just really like it. I think it's really unique and different, and I've always liked Flint, I've always liked Finn, and I feel like Fintan is a really great middle spot. The name Schuler is such a pretty Arabic name that hasn't really travelled around too much. It means flame, so again just that sort of fireside, hearthside, fall and autumn vibes, but I just really love the sound of it, Schuler. It's so special, it's very, very unique, but again, easy to say and to pronounce. And I think with the S and the H, it's just got a real tranquility to the name that's super special. Going into like the colours a little bit, I really love the name Tiger. I know tiger's not a colour, that sounded really strange, but I think I was bringing like those oranges and those sort of darker colours, and also that icon, the tiger, is quite popular for like our clothes during this season, for like the emblem being in our like homeware as well. So I just think it really suits this time of year and is a really, really warm name. I love it. We actually toyed with the idea of having it on our list for a boy, but I think you can have it for either. As I said, there were 16 boys named Tiger in the UK, no girls, even though it has gone in and out of the girl chart as well. And I just really liked it. I know that of course there's Tiger Woods, so let me know if you're in the US how popular the name is over there. Maybe it's more popular, but I really love it. I think it's always so lovely. One of the word as first names when they are animal names really, really work, and it gives them like that beautiful theme as well for their whole life, and tigers really represent so much. So I personally love it. And very similar but more feminine, you could go with tawny. So tawny's got a few amazing things about it. It's that lovely brown rich colour which reminds me of everything I like about autumn. It reminds me of coffee, which I really like, chocolate, brown clothes, which are all the fashion at the moment, like my favourite colour at the moment. It's just a really gorgeous name, and it's kind of 70s vibes to me, and I really love that about it as well. It also has a couple of this wild nature links that we sort of love for this time of year, about the getting outside, seeing the animals, but it's got the tawny owl, of course. I only know that because I went to Brownies and we had a tawny owl, and I really reference her back when I think about the name tawny. It makes me really, really like it. But tawny is also the colour, and particularly the colour of a lion's mane, which is really, really gorgeous to know as well. For boys, what do you think of the name Carmelo? So I know you can pronounce this in a couple of different ways. You can say Carmelo or Carmelo. I always say, because for feminine it would have the A, it'd be Carmela. Or you can even have just Carmel, which I've heard more, but I've not heard Carmelo. And I really, really like it. We love O names, don't we, for the boys? And it just sounds very, very warm. It's a bit like caramel, but it means orchard. And that just makes me love it so much. It means orchard or garden, and I think that would appeal to so many people. How about for girls, the name Lavora? Isn't that unique and lovely? I just can't believe I've never heard it before, and it's got the lovely V that we really like, and it's an L girl name, which is so hard to find one that isn't right up at the top of the chart, especially when it's this pretty, Lavora, and it means homebody, which is so sweet. It would really suit one of my kids. I've got such a homebody as a child, one of the boys that just loves being at home, and I think it's a really comforting thing. And if you have, say, like a Henry, which means ruler of the home, and then a Lavora meaning homebody, home is a really nice name link to give to your children, and it's where family is, Lavora, and I just think it's one of those double take names. You'd be like, wow, where'd you get that name? On YouTube. For boy or girl, I do absolutely love the name Sunday. I know it's a wild card, but what could be more autumn and cosy than this season than Sundays? They are just the favourite. Everyone goes for a walk, everyone has a roast. It's just a day of rest still, and a day of kind of connection and getting back together, even just spending that time alone. It's just such a cozy, warm name. I absolutely adore it. There were only 15 girls named Sunday in the UK last year. I do think it can work for boy or girl because it is just a word, but it seems to skew more feminine, maybe because we give our girls braver names. We do. We are brave with our girl names. We prefer to keep more traditional for the boys, but obviously you've got Sunny as a nickname, and I just think it is all of the word names. It just gives me the most hygge cozy vibes. Thinking of spices, I know you're probably all getting pumpkin spice latte. I do not like them. I know. I tried and I don't like it, but I love the name Caraway. After the spice, after caraway seed, I think it gives you everything that you want from this season. The name itself is so whimsical, so romantic and outdoorsy. You can just see yourself exploring the downs with Caraway. It could be for boy or girl, because obviously Carrie as a nickname is known more feminine, but I feel like where it is Caraway, it sounds really masculine to me as well. What would you kind of go towards for it? It's totally unranked. The caraway seed is really warm, lovely, warming feeling spice, and that's what I wanted for this list. So it just really fits me, and I think is super duper wearable, even as a really whimsical middle spot for a baby born in this season. My very last one is another word name, and it's the name Maple. So I could not have it on my list. I love it. It has only 15 girls named Maple last year, which is crazy when you think that there's so many Mabels, the vintage name, which is right at the top of the charts already. Whereas Maple, who doesn't like syrup? It gives me the maple tree, the syrup this season. It's playful, which is a huge trend at the moment. It's pretty as well, and I think it would work for like a teen. I think it would work for a woman as well. I think it's just a really gorgeous name. What do you think of Maple? Those names, I know, they might be a bit challenging because they're a little bit more unique, but I never want to give you names that you've heard like 10,000 times before. I will link my other autumn name lists in the description box as well if you want to keep listening to them. There's some more there. Do hit subscribe if you've enjoyed this video so you don't miss any more. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. That really helps me out, and share with a pregnant friend. There's the podcast app. At the moment we are helping a teacher who finds it really hard to name her baby, and her dad hates the name that she's chosen. That was one of the big dilemmas for this week, and we're also playing name association games and tons more, so you can find us over there. Bye guys.